special financing when you use your Lowe's card.
Think you're the next Peter Lick? Enter the From the Edge photo contest. Each week, one winning photo will be featured on the Weather Channel and be eligible for the grand prize. Go to weather.com/FromTheEdge for complete rules and contest details.
I live alone and rarely have visitors. So when I slipped and fell in the kitchen last month and couldn't get to a phone, I knew I was in trouble.
Help!
I could barely move.
Help!
I tried calling for help, but no one could hear me. As I lay there, I couldn't help but think of my kids and grandkids having to go on without me. I was terrified. It took 8 hours for my neighbor to find me. It could have been the end of me. That's when I knew I needed Life Alert. With just one press of this button, I'm connected to the Life Alert Center, where I can get the help I need, even when I cannot reach a phone. With Life Alert, I'm never alone.
For a free Life Alert brochure, please call 1-800-522-2198. That's 1-800-522-2198. Call us toll-free now at 1-800-522-2198. That's 1-800-522-2198.
I've been hunting for a shot of the volcano goddess Pele for days. She's been playing hard to get, but maybe today's the day she'll finally cooperate. Have a look at the lava flow behind me. Just unreal. Got a nice full moon just behind the lava out there. You can smell the sulfuric gases. You can see it coming across the lens there now. And that's Pele herself talking to us. You never know what she's going to do or what she's going to say. Like Mother Nature herself, she's totally unpredictable. I'm waiting for the magic moment at twilight. So I'm searching up and down the coast. There's different flows at different sections of different lava, and I want to find the perfect location and see what we can come up with. The lava oozing into the ocean is actually creating new land. Over the last 25 years, more than 500 acres have been added to the island. You can just feel that heat coming off the water here. It'd be great for an outdoor heated swimming pool. The scene out here is unreal, but the sun is starting to rise. And things are going to start happening real quick. There's a fine line between too dark and too light out here. You've only got 10 minutes a day to grab that magic shot. That's why you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, make sure you don't miss it. Setting the camera here at 400 ASA. This is the highest this camera will go. That's going to give you as much light as possible. It's really difficult shooting from the rocking boat. Worst possible conditions to shoot from. Roy, can we go further back, mate? And I'm trying to get as close as possible with the captain, but the closer I go, the waves actually come back and smash right over the top in the boat. I need to keep moving up and down the lava flows to the right spot, because it's a constantly changing environment. Holy s***! Behind me, you can see there's like little mini tornadoes, about 20 or 30 foot high. These volcanoes have actually got their own weather system in there. And look at that! Bloody roaring! If you do get the shot, you nail it. This volcano is a temperamental, living, breathing thing. Anything could happen at any time. I've got to get my shot and get out of here. Next, I'll reveal my shot.
What is Pods? A smarter way to move and store. We deliver a container, you or your packers fill it up with all the things that need a home while you move yours. Take all the time you need, then call us. We'll pick up your container and drive it to your new home across town or across the country, even to one of our many secure storage centers. That's Pods, the best moving and storage idea ever. Call today or visit pods.com for your free quote.
Pods, the best moving and storage idea ever. Big Deal is on a mission for Priceline, uncovering hotel freebies like instant discounts, free nights, and free breakfasts at hotels in virtually every city. So thanks to this large man in a little jetpack, you can search thousands of hotel freebies right now only at Priceline.
For the outdoorsman who goes to extremes, a truck built to do the same. The new 2011 Ram Outdoorsman. Ram.
I do a lot of different kinds of exercise, but basically, I'm a runner. Last year, I had a bum knee that needed surgery, but it got complicated because I had an old injury. So I wanted a doctor who had done this before, and United Healthcare's database helped me find a surgeon. You know, you can't have great legs if you don't have good knees.
We're 78,000 people looking out for 70 million Americans. That's health in numbers. United Healthcare.
If you want to just push messes around, dishcloths are just fine. For a better shot at getting surfaces clean, you'll want Bounty Extra Soft. In this lab test, Bounty Extra Soft leaves this surface 3 times cleaner than a dishcloth, even with just one sheet. Super clean, super soft. Bounty Extra Soft in the pink pack, and try Bounty napkins.
Ask Sherwin-Williams during the 3-day super sale. Save 40% on paints and stains April 8th through the 10th. Visit sherwinwilliams.com/save to find the store nearest you.
I finally nailed my shot of Pele, and here it is. When I look at this photograph, I can smell the volcano's sulfur and feel its intense heat. It really brings home that these magical islands are alive. I've travelled from Hawaii's highest peak to its lowest valley. For me, this is the real Hawaii, and that's what I capture on film. Danger, adventure, beauty, and new mates. Just love it. There's always a new challenge and a new place. So take a tip from me. Pack your bags, get off the couch, and get out of here.
How'd it go?
Bloody amazing, mate. So what's the big deal with Big Sky Country?
It's a pretty big deal.
We've got our next location.
From the Edge with Peter Lick, Thursday at 8 on the Weather Channel. Brought to you by Bing, the decision engine from Microsoft.
Of severe spring weather, stay with the Weather Channel.
Severe thunderstorms are firing up yet again today, and we're expecting a severe weather outbreak as we go Sunday into Monday. And our expert believes that there is a high threat of strong, long-track tornadoes this time around.
And parts of the Midwest are on edge this weekend as floodwaters continue to rise.
And we're flirting with record highs this weekend. Millions of you could see temperatures 10 to 25 degrees above average. The details next on Weather Center. Now, just days after our last severe weather outbreak, here we go again, already talking about a new widespread threat. Welcome to Weather Center. I'm Adam Burke.
And I'm Kelly Cass. Thanks for joining us. We're not only going to show you the danger zones, but help you get prepared for any storms that are headed in your direction. In fact, we're talking about a lot of people being impacted. 150 million people or more could be impacted by storms Sunday into Monday. The storms could produce strong, long-lived tornadoes, damaging winds, hail, and a lot of dangerous lightning. And some of them could extend into the overnight hours, which of course is the most dangerous time.
No doubt about that. Hey, Mother Nature was charged up yesterday. You're looking at a funnel cloud here out of Enid, Oklahoma. No actual tornadoes reported, meaning this funnel cloud didn't actually touch the ground, but still quite a bit of storm reports coming out of that part of the world, that is for sure. Again, we're seeing strong thunderstorms in other parts of the country right now. We want to throw it over to Kelly for more.
Yeah, we are watching these storms just kind of riding over the top of a ridge across the southeast, and you can see where we do have either a severe thunderstorm watch or even tornado watches in effect. Now, the red outlined areas, these are tornado watches. We still have this one going from eastern Tennessee up into southwestern Virginia and western North Carolina until 9 o'clock Eastern time. But you can see this other tornado watch. This is the most recently issued. That actually goes until 2 o'clock in the morning, and the yellow outlined area, that is a severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect for portions of the Carolinas. But where you see the counties that are actually circled, those are actual warnings that are going on here. These are severe thunderstorm warnings, but where you see this red outlined area, this is a tornado warning in effect for portions of Burke, McDowell, Mitchell, and Yancey counties. This is in the western part of North Carolina. This cell is moving to the southeast at about 30 miles an hour. It's a Doppler radar indicated tornado. We want to bring in our severe weather expert, Dr. Greg Forbes, to talk more about the threat as we go through the next couple of hours. Right, Greg?
Yeah, absolutely, Kelly. And we're going to get a second area of threat. We've been watching that first one that you've been talking about come out of originally Kentucky, then now Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina. That's where moist air out of the Gulf of Mexico is being lifted up over this, what has been a backdoor cold front. It's gone southwest bound, opposite the usual direction, and so that's giving these thunderstorms. There'll be a chance of a tornado. Mostly that's going to be hail, some damaging winds. The other moist feed then splits and goes up to the warm front here in Nebraska, and that's where we had that brand new tornado watch area. A lot of shifting winds across that warm front. We could get some very, very large hail as well as some tornadoes and hail continuing overnight. That is the beginning, really, of our Sunday, Monday severe weather outbreak, because that upper trough, the cold pocket that's been over California pushing east, leading edges of that, you see those green clouds coming in. That's the beginning of the lifting that's breaking the cap, the warm layer aloft that had been inhibiting the storms earlier in that day. So eastern Nebraska, western parts of Iowa, building perhaps isolated down into Oklahoma, and with hail spreading overnight up into the Twin Cities, parts of Wisconsin and Michigan, and continuing overnight tonight, that threat down across the Carolinas. Then tomorrow, the main event in terms of the most dangerous tornadic potential, this area in here, this little hump that comes back, that's where the surface low will add some extra rotation. Could be strong, long-lived tornadoes in there. Isolated the farther south you get along the cold front, going overnight across the red shaded areas. So it's going to be a busy day, especially by tomorrow evening. Let's take a look at the Torcon values for tonight and tomorrow. Still a 4 on a scale of 10 for western parts of North Carolina and into South Carolina. Then for this evening, 5 there, the parts of Nebraska, Iowa, where things are just beginning now until we get into the wee hours. Then we'll go tomorrow. Torcon's not as high down that long tail. They're up in that humped area. They're bigger. Missouri, Torcon value there of 3. That'll be mainly in the evening. It's this south Wisconsin area that I'm worried about, the south half. 8. 80% chance of a tornado within 50 miles. That's the biggest I've given this year. Eastern Iowa, northwest Illinois, including perhaps after dark, the Chicago area, Torcon value of 7. Dangerous situation tomorrow, and way north, Adam, of where we typically see it. This is usually a June time frame for these areas, so be prepared.
Couldn't say it better myself. Appreciate it, Dr. Forbes. So everybody, we've outlined when you could see the severe weather in your area. Now, just as Dr. Forbes said, we want to make sure you are prepared. So a few things you can do. You can get a NOAA weather radio, or if you already have one, make sure it's out and ready to go. Get those batteries too, by the way. Discuss your family disaster plan and pick 2 meeting places in case you get separated. Also, figure out an emergency communication plan. Be sure to make a list of things that you will need to bring inside during the thunderstorms, or your stuff, well, could be blown around and cause even more damage out there. You may even lose some of those items. Keep your trees and shrubberies trimmed and remove any debris from your yard. Kelly?
All right. fact, you want to keep it locked right here on the Weather Channel. We are extending our live coverage tonight and tomorrow to cover this widespread severe weather threat. You can also get updates by going to weather.com. If you will not be near your TV or computer, you can sign up for breaking text alerts. Just text TWC Breaking to 44636 and we'll send you updates as severe weather approaches.
This program was brought to you by Orkin.